Welcome back to the Deco Diva channel, your go-to space for home decor inspiration. I'm Cora, and today, we're diving into the world of vintage decor to create a cozy and timeless living room with classic charm. If you love vintage-inspired pieces that bring warmth and personality to a space, you're in the right place. Before we get started, don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and leave a comment below letting me know which vintage piece is your favorite. When creating a vintage-inspired living room, one of the first things to consider is the color palette. Soft, muted tones like dusty rose, sage green, and warm taupes can instantly create a cozy, inviting atmosphere. These hues evoke a sense of nostalgia and are timeless, ensuring your space doesn't feel too trendy. Try combining neutral shades with a few subtle pops of color to add personality without overwhelming the space. Vintage furniture is key to creating that classic charm in your living room. Look for pieces with intricate woodwork, like a carved armchair or an antique wooden coffee table. These items not only bring history into the room but also serve as functional focal points. Remember, you don't have to go all out. Just adding one or two vintage pieces can elevate your space with timeless appeal. Textures play a significant role in vintage decor. To create a cozy atmosphere, layer soft throw blankets and plush pillows on your sofa. Opt for fabrics like velvet, linen, and wool for a tactile experience that invites relaxation. Mixing patterns, such as floral, checkered, or striped designs, can also help add depth and interest, giving your space an eclectic, curated feel. Antique mirrors can bring a sense of elegance and sophistication to any vintage-inspired living room. Whether you choose a large gilded frame or a small, vintage-style mirror, these reflective pieces can make your space feel brighter and more expansive. Plus, they often feature beautiful detailing that adds to the charm of your room. Lighting is essential when it comes to creating a warm, vintage-inspired living room. Think chandeliers, pendant lights, or antique-style table lamps. These pieces not only provide functional illumination but also add a touch of luxury and old-world charm. Look for light fixtures that feature brass or wrought iron elements, which are iconic in vintage design. One of the best ways to bring personality to your vintage living room is through curated decor. Vintage books, old clocks, porcelain figurines, or even an antique camera can all tell a story and create a sense of nostalgia. Displaying these items on a bookshelf or coffee table can make your space feel unique and full of character. A vintage rug can completely transform the feel of a room. Look for Persian or Oriental rugs with intricate patterns and rich colors. These rugs not only provide comfort but also serve as artistic focal points that tie your decor together. A large rug can also help define specific zones within your living room, creating a sense of intimacy and warmth. Floral prints have been a hallmark of vintage style for centuries. Incorporating floral patterns into your living room can soften the space and add an element of timeless beauty. Whether it's through wallpaper, curtains, or throw pillows, these prints bring a natural touch to your decor. Choose floral designs that have a faded, antique look to maintain that vintage charm. While it's important to embrace vintage charm, blending in some modern elements can keep the space feeling fresh and functional. A contemporary sofa paired with a vintage coffee table or modern art pieces alongside antique mirrors can create a balanced, dynamic look. Mixing styles ensures your space feels cozy and inviting without becoming outdated. Art plays a huge role in creating a cozy, timeless living room. Look for vintage-inspired artwork, such as oil paintings or framed photographs, that evoke a sense of history. A gallery wall featuring multiple pieces can add visual interest, while larger, standalone pieces can make a statement and serve as the focal point of your room. When choosing window treatments for your vintage living room, go for heavy drapes or lace curtains that complement the overall aesthetic. Rich, textured fabrics like velvet or brocade can add sophistication, while lighter, sheer materials bring an airy feel to the space. Look for vintage-style patterns like floral or damask to continue the timeless theme. Adding greenery to your vintage living room will not only brighten up the space but also enhance the timeless feel. Look for vintage-style plant pots or wicker baskets to house your plants. Whether it's a large fern or a small potted succulent, plants can create a cozy, inviting atmosphere that feels both fresh and nostalgic. One fun way to incorporate vintage charm into your living room is by repurposing old items. An antique suitcase can become a chic side table, or a vintage ladder can be turned into a unique bookshelf. Repurposing old finds not only adds character but also gives new life to forgotten treasures. Get creative with your vintage pieces to make your living room truly one of a kind. And that wraps up our vintage decor ideas for a cozy and timeless living room with classic charm. I hope you found some inspiration for your own space and feel excited to start adding some vintage touches. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe, like, and leave a comment below telling me how you would incorporate vintage elements into your living room. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.